Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. There is a tweet by Johnson Sakaja, a tweet I want us to have a look here, for it's going to form the basis of our analysis and discussion right now. Yes, and the tweet has actually been quoted by the Star Kenya. Raila is like my dad. I have no issues with him, Sakaja. And then the actual tweet is this. Raila Odinga is like a father to me. Of all leaders, Raila Odinga is the only one who has come to my home for my son's birthday. His role in Kenya's history cannot be erased. I respect him. Nairobi Senator Johnson Sakaja. That's Sakaja's tweet earlier today. So in this video, I want us to dig deep to see the exact message Johnson Sakaja is trying to pass across. But before we dig deep, let's also have a look at the response by Junet Mohammed, a very close Raila Odinga ally. Because upon Sakaja tweeting that, Junet Mohammed quickly responded to Johnson Sakaja. Junet actually said this. That's nice. Raila deserves respect, but Azimio and Raila supporters will vote for Polycarp Igathe on 9th August 2022. That's Junet Mohammed's response to Johnson Sakaja. So I want us to dig deep to see exactly what that means and the exact message Johnson Sakaja is trying to pass across. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. Johnson Sakaja is trying to please Raila supporters in Nairobi for his gubernatorial bid. And that is so because Sakaja has come to realize that even if all other supporters were to vote for him in Nairobi, and then all Raila supporters were to vote for Azimio candidate in Nairobi, Johnson Sakaja will not be able to win Nairobi gubernatorial seat. So he wants to try all he can to eat a bit into Raila's support base in order to maybe tilt the scales for him. And that is so because Sakaja is clearly going against the grain in Nairobi. In Nairobi, it's a fact that Raila Odinga is actually the dominant player in Nairobi politics. And also if you look at the main reason, rather the reason Johnson Sakaja joined ODA, Johnson Sakaja initially thought he could ride on the Western vote, or rather on the Luhya vote, and then he adds to it the Mount Kenya votes. But that seems to actually be backfiring. Because for some times, or rather some years or months, a good majority of Kenyans thought and believed that Johnson Sakaja was actually a Luhya. It's only recently that now the truth of the matter is actually coming out, that Johnson Sakaja is not a Luhya, but a Kalenjin, a Kosgei. So as August election approaches, and as more Luhya nation gets to know that reality, a good majority of Luhya population are actually abandoning Johnson Sakaja. So that initial hope he had that he could actually use, or rather ride on the Mulembe vote, is also actually disappearing, or rather backfiring. And then also Johnson Sakaja thought he could also ride on the Mount Kenya votes in the city. But again, with the entrance of Polycarp Igathe, the Mount Kenya vote seemingly is tilting towards Polycarp Igathe. So Johnson Sakaja is left a confused man, a man who has no option but to go on a fishing expedition. That's exactly what Johnson Sakaja is trying to do here. things are not just adding up for him in the city. He's staring a humiliating defeat by none other than Polycarp Igathe. And then secondly, I'm seeing Johnson Sakaja giving early signs and warnings that even if he was to be elected Nairobi governor, I'm seeing a Johnson Sakaja who is sending clear warning signs that in the event Raila Odinga wins the presidency, which something tells me Johnson Sakaja already believes Raila might actually win the presidency. Something tells me that Johnson Sakaja is already giving early signs that if he wins Nairobi gubernatorial seat and then Raila goes on to win the presidency, he might actually team up and even work with Raila Odinga. That's what I'm seeing here with Johnson Sakaja. Because Johnson Sakaja is full aware of actually what befell Mike Mbuvi Sonko. So Johnson Sakaja does not want a similar fate that befell Sonko actually to befall him, assuming he wins the gubernatorial seat and Raila wins the presidency. I'm also seeing that coming out very, very clearly. And then another point, I'm seeing a Johnson Sakaja who is realizing he is in the wrong political camp. Yes. I think Johnson Sakaja is just realizing that these people I am with are actually is in the wrong camp. Let me put it that way. And likely if you look at Johnson Sakaja's politics, and then you look at William Ruto's brand of politics, William Ruto is actually coming out as a very disrespectful leader. He has constantly been attacking and abusing his political opponents. He is calling Raila Mganga, wengine wanakaa kwa lami. So William Ruto automatically comes out as a loose talker. He has got a loose tongue. And likely that is the brand of politics in Kenya Kwanza Alliance. In fact, the likes of Musalia Mudavadi and also Moses Masika Wetangula, who just joined William Ruto recently, they have also started actually bad-mouthing their political opponents. So Johnson Sakaja is realizing that maybe that's not his style. That's not the brand of politics maybe actually he wants to play. So Johnson Sakaja here is also just cleverly distancing himself, or rather disengaging himself from that kind of politics being played by William Ruto and the likes of Kenya Kwanza team. I'm also seeing a Johnson Sakaja just realizing that he is in the wrong political camp. But now, if you look at it from another angle, will that new strategy by Johnson Sakaja actually turn tables for him in the city? Because as it is right now, there are very clear indications that if an election was to be done today, then Johnson Sakaja might actually not beat Polycarp Igathe. And I'm saying that because if you look at the city, mathematics or rather arithmetics in the city, all odds are stuck against Johnson Sakaja winning Nairobi gubernatorial seat. But will this new strategy work for Johnson Sakaja? From where I sit, I think it's late. The die is already cast. Battle lines are already drawn. So as much as that new strategy by Johnson Sakaja might actually attract some votes or rather some supporters from Raila's camp into even voting for Johnson Sakaja, it won't be all that much to make Johnson Sakaja win Nairobi gubernatorial seat. A good majority of Raila supporters, irrespective of what Johnson Sakaja actually will say, the mere fact that Johnson Sakaja is in Kenya Kwanza Alliance and is campaigning for William Ruto, a good majority of Raila supporters in the city, who are actually also a majority in the city, most definitely will not vote for Johnson Sakaja. So from where I sit, it's a very good political move, but it's a little bit, it's late. Kenyans have already made their minds, battle lines have been drawn. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, Just as I did state when we were starting, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, and so far you have not yet subscribed, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Give it a like, please. And to our fans, our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless you.